Stan discovers a pile of white crystals in the backyard. Roger becomes certain that a massive salt deposit must be buried underneath the ground.
Yep, that's salt. It's a salt deposit.
A Salt Corporation values Stan's backyard at $10 million. Just as Stan becomes thrilled, Steve suddenly insists that the ownership rights to the backyard belong to Steve. It turns out that 8 years earlier, during a treasure hunt game, Stan cheated at the final moment and personally transferred the backyard mining rights over to Steve. Steve's behavior completely infuriates the salt company. The following day at school, an unbelievably attractive girl suddenly walks up to Steve out of nowhere, but Steve immediately sees through the trick.
You're the Gordon Salt Girl!
And she can be yours. All you have to do is sign over the mineral rights.
They even bring along his teacher, but Steve remains unbelievably stubborn this time. Even after Roger purposely hurts his own hand to gain sympathy, Steve still refuses to give in. At the same time, Stan starts receiving threats from the salt company, which even sends an 80-year-old woman to his house to scare him. Terrified, Stan rushes back home and rips apart the contract, only to discover it was a fake document created by Steve. Stan refuses to give up and continues pressuring Steve. Cornered, Steve eventually has no choice except to surrender, making Stan feel ashamed as he remembers all the happy memories the family shared in the backyard. He finally chooses not to hand over the mining rights, but in the very next second, workers from the salt company suddenly smash their way inside. It turns out Roger secretly altered the cast and signed over the transfer agreement. However, the salt company is soon going to regret it.
What? There's no vein? We paid all that money for just one scoop?
Sir, there's been a report of a gusher in Madison, Wisconsin.
Great, that's where I'm from. We can stay with my mom. She's got a bumper pool table.